Okay, hi, and welcome to today's Zoom session. This is the last week of the Zoom session, and fortunately, uh, we'll be able to do quite a bit this week. The past period, we haven't done that much, simply because I had expected a good number of people to sign up. A good number of people did say they were signing up, and the funds which were going to be raised were going to be put in to the crypto account for the purposes of the lessons. But the number of people who actually signed up and paid turned out to be less than those who had said they were signing up and paying. So it put us a little bit off. But fortunately, the funds are there, and today we can move. So today's lesson, we're just going to cover the basics of cryptocurrency. We're going to load this account, and then we're also going to fund our peer-to-peer trading account. So we'll just do the basics of loading an account. I use Binance. My referral link will be in the description. Please do sign up with my referral link. So if you've got a Binance account and you want to deposit, there are a number of depositing options. The most common, which the majority of people will use, will be the credit or debit card. This also depends on which country you're in or which location you're in. So for us in Zambia, we are a little bit lucky because Zambian cards generally do not have as much restrictions as other countries. If you look to the south of us, Zimbabwe, they'll have issues with their cards. If you look to the northwest, Nigeria, they have issues with their cards. If you look to countries like Ethiopia, they also have issues with their cards. North again, Democratic Republic of Congo, they'll have issues with their cards. But here in Zambia, we generally do not have those problems. Okay, so the most common currency people will be depositing in is US dollar. This is if you're depositing by card. Now, if you're depositing by card, the minimum amount is $15. The maximum amount is $5,000. You cannot deposit more, you cannot purchase or use less than $15 or more than $5,000 for the purchase of this. And I'm going to pick USDT. USDT is easier to explain with because it's one-to-one to the dollar. So let us say you wanted to purchase USDT and you've got a $15. So with $15, before they add their commission and all, the price, you're going to receive 14.78 Tether. So now if you click on the buy USDT, let's just wait for it to load. You'd see that you're actually going to receive 14.46856453 Tether. And this is because the price is actually, you're buying it at 1.02 dollars to one Tether. So that's a 2% margin, which is not bad at all. Then there's also a fee of 31 cents. So all these factored in, this is how much Tether you're going to get. And one Tether is one-to-one to the dollar, bear that in mind. Now, if you put it as euro, then let's check what the minimum euro amount is. So the minimum euro amount you can purchase is also $15. The maximum amount is $5,000. That's if you're using a card. Now with 15 euros, let's see how much Tether you're going to get. Before adjusting for the price, you're going to get 17.86 Tether. Then if we click on the buy USDT, USDT is Tether, by the way, so I hope we've made ourselves clear. When you factor in the price, the commission, so one Tether is priced at 0.84 euros, and there's a fee of 0.31 euro. So altogether, you're going to get 17.495032 USDT. So this is if you're buying by card. Now, the next thing you also need to check is what type of cards can you use on this. So let me click here on the change. So these are the cards that I have linked to my Binance. The first card here, this one is a UBA dollar prepaid card, the AfriCard. It's a US dollar prepaid. I have used it before, and this card it no longer works because I changed it at UBA. The next card here, this is a Euro card from Paysera. Paysera is a virtual online bank. I linked my card before I knew one very, very simple fact. Paysera does not allow use for cryptocurrency. So if you're going to be using your Paysera account for purchasing cryptocurrency and the likes, your account might get closed. So do not do what I did. Do not link a Paysera card to your Binance account. The next card, this one is my this is my FNB bank. So FNB card does work on this. And the next card here, this is a UBA prepaid AfriCard. So this card, I went to UBA and I replaced this card with this one. So these are the bank cards that I use with my Binance account. So a good number of Zambian cards do work. I did try with my Zazu MasterCard. It refused. So I'm not really going to be trying out all my cards to see which ones work, which ones don't. These three banks do work. This one I do not recommend. I do not recommend this one, which is the Paysera. So I just use my FNB card or my UBA dollar prepaid card. Those are the two I use. If you want me to try any other cards at all, be prepared to foot the bill for the experiment. It's going to be a $15 minimum amount, which I will use to do that. If not, try to use your FNB or your UBA card, or you can simply try to link the card yourself. Okay, so that is how you top up for most people. Now, the other one is the peer-to-peer trading, which we're going to cover towards the end of this video. That's another way of you purchasing with over 100 payment options. Now, the method I use is the bank deposit SEPA. Okay, so this is the preferred method that I use. Not all of you will be able to do it. You can only use it if you have a European bank account that allows SEPA transfers. So SEPA is the single European payment area, if I'm not mistaken. It works in the EU area and the EEA zone. So a deposit by SEPA transfer is free. There's 0% commission. And if you come here, you can see if I enter in one, the minimum amount you can deposit by European SEPA bank transfer is 1. The maximum is 200,000 euros. So it's got those benefits using a SEPA transfer. There's no commission, and it gives you a wide range you can transact. Sometimes you want to transact cryptocurrency. You just want to buy €2 worth of €2 worth of cryptocurrency to make a payment, and $15 is many times above that. If you are depositing by bank card, which we went through, the minimum is $15 and the maximum is $50,000. This is if you're depositing fiat currency, or is it fiat currency? So checking on the cards which are here, the only one which I can use is my Paysera card. The other one, this is the FNB, is not allowed for depositing of fiat currency. The UBAs are not allowed for deposit of fiat currency. So I'm not sure whether it's because it's not a Euro card or it's because of the country where those cards are issued. So I can't purchase fiat currency with my cards, but I can purchase cryptocurrency with my cards. So please bear that in mind. The next method is the ideal. Now, ideal, the minimum you can purchase is €5. The maximum is 50,000. The fee for ideal is 1.3 euros. That's all you're going to pay using an ideal deposit. Advanced cash, the minimum deposit is €1. The maximum is 800,000 euros, and there's a 0% fee. If you need to fund your advanced cash account, you can get in touch with me on the email addresses I'm leaving down below, and we can agree on something. The next method is the Etana account balance. This one has a 0.1% fee. The minimum you can deposit is 10. The maximum is 200,000. So I'm going to use a bank transfer SEPA. The amount I'm depositing is 70.16 euros. Okay, so once I've put in the amount 70.16 euros, you see here that the fee is 0.00. You need to scroll down and you click on this continue. Once you've clicked on continue, it brings you this screen to say we only accept funding from a bank account under your own name, Mr. Mulos, and the receiver has to be Binance. So you can confirm that. Once you've confirmed that, it gives you the beneficiary details. The beneficiary or the receiver payee beneficiary name is Binance. It gives you the Binance IBAN. It gives you a reference code which must be included in your deposit. It gives you the SWIFT code, address, and all those other things. So I just need to copy the details. So this is my European bank account, which allows SEPA transfers and also allows cryptocurrency deposits and withdrawals. If you don't have a European account which you can do that, do not try to use Paysera. Do not try to use your Wise, formerly TransferWise. Simply use your card deposit. If you need me to make a deposit for you or purchase cryptocurrency for you, do get in touch. It will be at a small fee. So once you click on make new payment, you need to enter in your details here. Okay, so once you've entered in the beneficiary name, Binance, their IBAN, the amount, and the ref, you can then proceed with the payment. I'm proceeding with the payment. Okay, so your bank might or might not request you to enter in a code. Mine does request that, so we can wait for this. All right, so with Binance, you do have multiple wallets. You've got so many wallets. That's why I use Binance compared to CEX. Binance and CEX are really good platforms, but Binance has got more options than CXIO. So they are both great options to use, but one has got more options than the other. If you do want me to also cover CXIO, making some deposits and withdrawals from there, please do let me know in the comments. Otherwise, this is the last week of this, so Friday is the last video. Yeah, so you need to let me know between now and Friday so that I know whether or not to cover CXIO. Okay, so the payment has finally gone through. Sometimes there are issues. So today, this payment has taken me practically almost an hour plus just to get the OTP SMS. So your bank will probably be faster. So right now the payment has gone through and we are done. So now I'm back on Binance. So now I'm back on Binance and we're going to wait for the funds to reflect. It just takes a couple of minutes. SEPA transfers are quite fast. Provided everything on my transfer was correct, it should just take a few minutes. Okay, so checking on the app, it has actually come through. Let me just refresh this page. Okay, so you can see that I've got a euro balance of 70.16. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to trade. I need to change this euros into USDT. So why I'm changing it into USDT is because that is what I can use to trade on the peer-to-peer platform. Unfortunately, as you can see, there is no USDT to euro here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the app. Okay, so these are the crypto platforms that I use. I'll leave referral links in the description. There's Binance, CXIO, Coinbase, Crypterium, Luno, Paxful, and SpectraCoin, sorry. Now, of all these, they all work perfectly fine, but my two most used are Binance and CXIO because these have the easiest means of me actually topping up my accounts. The rest are also good enough, and they are handy to have. Depending on which nationality you are, you might be able to use all of these or some of these. So now let me open up Binance. Now this is my Binance app, and I'm going to come here to markets. And under markets, I'm just going to look for USDT Euro. So it could either be USDT Euro or Euro USDT. So there is no USDT Euro. So we're just going to check for Euro USDT. And here it is. So this type of standard narration simply means that 1 euro will give you 1.194 USDT. So what I want to do is I want to sell euro and buy USDT. So it's always the inverse. You are selling euro to buy USDT, or you are buying euro, selling USDT. So I'm going for the sell. Then here under the sell, limit order is you're setting the price that when the market reaches this level, let me buy. but I'm choosing this option for market. Market simply means I'm going to buy at whatever the price is right now. So here the amount I'm transacting is 70.16. I'm going to put in here 70.16. And now I'm going to click sell euro. Once I click on that, success. This simply means now that I have USDT. I can go to my wallets. You can check here in the wallets. And once you've refreshed, you see that under spot, I've got this much, 85.28. And under peer-to-peer, I've got 60.43. So I need to move this from spot to peer-to-peer so that we can set up my peer-to-peer trading. Let me just close this. So back here, we're now going to refresh this screen. Okay, so once it's refreshed, you see that there's no longer any euro balance here. There's just South African Rand or 23.698572. If you want to send me rands to top up, please do. You can get in touch. My contacts are in the description down below. So now if I scroll here, you see that USDT, I've got 83.51204436. So now what I need to do is I need to move this from, what I need to do is I need to move it from the spot to the peer-to-peer. And I'm going to click here on transfer. So now it's saying transfer from fiat spot to, I'm going to select here peer-to-peer. And then I'm going to choose the coin, which is USDT. And once I've clicked on that, I can use the maximum amount and I can confirm. So all of this has gone to my peer-to-peer account now. Okay, so as you can see, my spot balance, the balance is basically 1.71, which is the Rand balance. If I come here under wallet to overview, oh, there's no need of even doing that. If you've got the app, the easiest way of checking. If you've got the app, the easiest way of checking is just through the app. Let me refresh this. Okay, it has refreshed. You see that on peer-to-peer, I've got $143.75. So it has gone to my peer-to-peer. Sometimes it's faster to use the app than the website, especially if you are using slow internet. So you see here on my peer-to-peer, it's now 143.88. So this price valuation is market driven. So as the market goes up, so does your price. As the market goes down, so does your price. So next thing I'm going to do is go to the peer-to-peer trading. So you simply come here under buy crypto, and you're going to click here on peer-to-peer trading. Okay, so by default, it shows you Chinese yuan, but I can't trade Chinese yuan. So I'm just going to click here on the all payments. Okay, so it gives you a warning that to avoid becoming a victim of scammers, never transfer cryptocurrency before actually receiving the payment. Do not believe anyone who claims to be a customer support and convinces you to complete the transaction before you receive the payment. They are scammers. Once the seller confirms the order and transfers the asset to the buyer, the transaction is considered completed and cannot be disputed. Binance does not take any responsibility for transactions made outside of the platform. So what this simply means that if you are selling crypto and someone is buying from you, they have to pay you first, because Binance will hold the crypto until you, the seller, has confirmed receipt of the payment. If you are a greedy seller and you receive payment and you don't want to release the crypto, the buyer can make a claim to Binance, show them proof of payment, and you will lose your crypto, and you probably will also be kicked out of the platform. So you need to be honest as both a buyer and a seller. Once you click on confirm, okay, so by default, so these are the payments which are there, euro. Here, if you click on all payments, you're going to see all the payment platforms that you can transact in. It's way more than using just the card, the SEPA transfers, and all. There are so many payments. Now, if you want to buy USDT, let's say for dollar, if you want to buy USDT for dollar, you can set your price. So let me show you what people are selling USDT, for. So here you can see that the prices people are selling USDT, the cheapest is 0.999. The payment platforms are Mercantile Bank, Panama, and Money. Then AirTM is 1.001. So you see the prices are really fair. Then the maximum price somebody is willing to sell, I think it's number 19. So there are a lot of sellers. Okay, so you find that some are selling for as high as 40% or 50%. They're taking PayPal, Skrill, Zelle. The reason for these people are selling at such a high price is because it is really, I don't know if you've ever tried to transact with PayPal, Skrill, and all of these. There are a lot of rules, and it's just expensive dealing with them. If you're the buyer, you probably will incur quite a number of costs and all to be able to receive payments like that. So people add a markup, and you find that if you are a buyer and you're stuck with PayPal funds or Skrill funds, you probably will be looking for someone to buy these things off of you. So here, these are people who are selling the USDT. This one is most likely a scammer. Someone buying USDT at $3 for one tether probably could be a scammer. It's really, sometimes some of these things are too good to be true. Sometimes we don't know. Then the lowest price people are buying USDT at is some are buying USDT at 10 cents to $1. And here some are buying at 50 cents to $1. Some are buying 75 cents to $1. The reason for this is because some of these payment platforms, it's really cumbersome to transact. You see this guy here who's buying at 50 cents to $1. He's had 1,327 orders, and he's managed to pay with advance cash, Skrill, and web money. So there are people out there who probably if we try to sell, let's click on this. Oh, sorry, this is, let me just grab my calculator. 240 minutes is how many hours? My mental mathematics has really gone. So 240 minutes, 240 divided by 60, that's 4 hours. So it will take 4 hours for the transaction to be completed. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm now going to put my pricing up here. So if I click on more and I go to post a new ad, this is where you're going to post an ad to say that I am purchasing crypto or buying, either purchasing or selling crypto. Let's stop that moment. Okay, so what you have to do if you want to sell or buy on the peer-to-peer platform, as in be a buyer or a seller, is you need to come here under the more and you select post new ad. Then here it's relatively straightforward. I want to buy means that you want to purchase crypto. So you're going to appear on the sell side, that side, so that someone can sell to you. And then here where it says I want to sell, it means that you want to sell your crypto. You're going to appear on the buy side, that side, so that the buyer will sell to you. The buyer will buy from you rather, sorry. So click on I want to sell because I've got USDT which I want to sell. Select the crypto that you want to sell. In my case, it's USDT. You have got these other options, Bitcoin, Binance USD, BNB, Ethereum, and DAI. You're selling against cash. You can set your price, a floating or a fixed. I'm going to set a fixed, which will be 1.3. I think 30% I should be able to at least recover most of my most of the fees on the platform that I'm selling on. You can click on next. And here you're now going to set the parameters. How much USDT from your holding do you want to put up? I'll say all of it. Then here the minimum that you are willing to sell. I would say I'm willing to sell minimum of 5. The maximum you're willing to sell, I would say 143.91. Okay, that's the maximum I'm willing to sell. Then here you can select the payment method that you want. So I'm going to choose Tether. I'm also going to choose Perfect Money, and I'm going to choose Skrill. So I've just picked these three, Skrill, Perfect Money, Tether. I've just picked these three just so that you can see what needs to be done. Then here you can set some more parameters, the remarks that the buyer will see, and then also the auto reply the buyer will see. Okay, I've put the remarks telling them please do not include any crypto in the narration on sending payment. No third-party payments. Your name on payment must match your Binance verified name. I accept Skrill and Tether MasterCard deposits. PayPal senders. Okay, I'm not doing PayPal, so I can remove this. Okay, so these are the parameters I've set. And here I'm just telling them to give me time if they do place an order. So you can also set, you want the buyer to have completed their KYC. This one is there by default. You cannot escape it. You can set how many days you want them to have been registered, because some people are more comfortable dealing with an older user than a new user because they would feel new users as scammers. You want them to be having some holding of cryptocurrency to transact for a level of trust. This is not really necessary. Just be careful when you're transacting. Then your status online right now, offline, manually later. Okay, so I can click on post. So here it's going to give me the options to verify all of this. Then I can confirm post. So I've been set for a 15-minute window. That's the time someone initiates the transaction. Okay, so this has gone through. Okay, so it's now telling me that my advert here is a sell advert. This is the amount of USDT I have. Then this is my range. I want to sell from minimum of 5 USDT to a maximum of 144. It's rounded off, by the way. My price is 1.30. The payment method, Skrill, Perfect Money, and Tether. The created date, and it's published. So this is now up and running. Let's go here under peer-to-peer. We can check it out. It's very, very important. Once you've put in an ad, you immediately go and check if your ad is up, because sometimes the first time I made a mistake, I actually wanted to sell, but I put my ad as a buy, and I ended up incurring a loss because someone did take up my offer. Then the other time today, earlier on, I wanted to put it as a sell. I did the same thing again. So it's always important. Sometimes things do happen. You could be tired and all of that. So I'm going to check against Skrill. Okay, so here Skrill is done. I'm just going to check, should be on the second page. There are only 3 pages of Skrill, people who are purchasing for Skrill. So here I am selling at 1.30. This is me. So sometimes this is why sometimes the number of orders and percentage completion, it's not really that accurate. I'm a reliable vendor and all of that, but I haven't transacted much in this, so I'm still low in the ranking. If you click on buy USDT, it's going to show you my rules. Please do not include crypto and all that stuff, the rules I put earlier. And here, in case someone wants to buy 5, if someone puts in $5, they're going to receive 3.84. Now, the reason for this is very, very simple. If you've ever used Skrill, you know that once you receive a Skrill payment, for you to withdraw it to your bank, you're looking at a minimum of 1 day up to 5 days later you receive the funds. So there's that time loss, 1 to 5 days loss of time. And the other thing is that there's going to be a withdrawal fee from Skrill to your bank. So there's also that issue of the loss. And the other issue is there's a premium for MasterCard payments, because if someone sends you a MasterCard Skrill or MasterCard NetTeller, you can't use them for much. So this 30% excuse me, this 30% markup is not really there for me to make excessive profit. It's there because it's to compensate me for the inconvenience, the costs, and the loss of time, the opportunity cost of my money being tied up in a Skrill or NetTeller payment compared to if I had to use it for other ventures and the likes. So that is one of the reasons why people do put their prices a little bit higher. Anyway, so this is the video for today. I've set up my peer-to-peer trading. We'll see by tomorrow if I will have any buyers or any takers, and then we can now start to see the profitability and all. But one of the problems which is there is my ranking is on the low side. Until I get quite a bit more sales, I will be lowly ranked as 3 orders and 37.5% completion rate. So never ever do consider this as a measure of reliability. Then also earlier on, when I made a mistake setting this up, instead of putting it as a sell order, it had appeared as a buy. So there were actually a number of people who wanted to sell me USDT at $1.30. I had to let those orders time out because I would have incurred like a serious loss. I did not want to buy, but they wanted to sell because I'd put the advert wrongly. So anyway, do let me know in the comments. So we have this whole week, Monday to Friday. Anything you need me to cover, I will cover by then. So thanks for watching. I look forward to your comments. Don't forget to subscribe, sign up on any of these platforms using my referral links, and I'll see you tomorrow.